Hi beautiful people, April Mack here, and today I wanted to do a live to explore the concept of leadership. And this is coming up for me because I'm doing a course at the moment with one of my favourite coaches, Carly Marie. If you haven't heard of her, then look her up on Facebook. She's incredible. And I'm in a course that she's running called Leader. And so it's perfect because it's getting me to really think about what leadership is and where am I leading and where am I not leading and how I can do things differently. And it occurred to me that a lot of us are leading and we don't realize that we are leading. So I really wanted to come on today just to open your minds, if they're not already open, to the concept that you are already a leader. So if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you hashtag replay so I can see that you were watching, and please leave comments because it's always helpful and it will help me work out what other content to deliver that's useful. So I'm wondering if you think of yourself as a leader already, or whether that is a new concept to you and it's not something that you identify with. And if it isn't something you identify with, then I want to help you open your mind to the idea that you are already a leader. So, hey Bree, how you doing? Nice to see you. I used to have a very limited understanding of leadership and a limited view of what leadership was. And in my mind, it was something that was done in the corporate world only. And I would think of leaders as people in the corporate space, a manager with staff. That was how I sort of thought of as leadership, So I never really identified with that. So even though I have been a manager in the corporate world, I actually never really thought of myself as a leader. And what I've come to understand about leadership is really, it's very, very simple. If you are able to influence anybody in any way, then you are a leader. And so it's pretty much as simple as that. So we all do that in all areas of our lives. If you're a parent, you are a leader. You are leading your children. You are influencing your children to do what you say or to do as you do. Or, you're helping them make decisions and choose the right, actions rather than the wrong actions. And that is the job of a leader. So if you're a parent, you're a leader. If you're a friend and people come to you for advice and they ask you what you think and then they act on what you suggest, or, you're able to change their mind about something or open them up to a new way of thinking, then you are a leader because you have influenced someone. So I would encourage you, if you haven't already thought about this, to start seeing the areas in your life where you influence others, because they are the areas where you are leading. And so if you can open your mind to that and start seeing yourself as a leader, then all sorts of possibilities can take place. And that's what's really happening for me, where I'm starting to see, I know some stuff about this and I can help other people. So by putting on my leadership hat, I can get out in front of people and help them think about things differently. And that doesn't mean that that they have to take my opinion on, and that, that a leader is someone who has to convince others of their opinion. Not at all. If you're just able to get someone to even be triggered by what you say, then you are still a leader, because you're having an impact on someone and you're making them think about their situation perhaps differently than they would have if you hadn't come along. So this is a pretty short post. I'm not going to rave on and on and on, but I'm going to do a couple more around this topic because it's really coming up for me and it's of interest. So if it's of interest to you and you want to explore it with me, then leave a comment. And I was just going to leave you with a couple of questions to contemplate if it's of interest to you. And the first one is, what limited thoughts do you have about what it is to be a leader? So are you like I was and have some limited thoughts where you think it's just confined to a certain realm? You know, do you think you can be a leader sitting at home in, you know, casual clothes from a bed? Can you be a leader in that context? Or do you have to be sitting behind a desk and have staff under you? So have a think about what leadership is to you. And, you know, that would be, you know, if you've got some thoughts and you realize you had some limitations, I'd love to hear what they are. The second question I wanted you to think about is, where are you leading in your life? So are you leading in your personal life? Are you leading in your business? And just really explore the areas in your life where you see yourself as a leader. And just by doing that, you know, going through that process, you're probably going to uncover areas where you hadn't previously thought that you were a leader and realize that you are. And maybe it will get you thinking about how you can ramp up your game in a particular area and lead even more strongly, and think about that. And the third thing to think about is, how are you leading? So in those areas that you uncover, you know, what's your leadership style? You know, are you pushy, or are you, you know, persuasive? What sorts of ways do you influence other people, and are they working? Or are there some tweaks you could make to them? So they're the three things I wanted to leave you with. Hey, Anandi. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, whether it's something you've thought about before or whether it's something you're interested in, because I plan to do a couple more lives on the subject. So I hope you're having a beautiful Saturday, and I will see you online soon. Bye for now.